The passion for knowledge and how to use it led thinkers deep into a mysterious world where the boundary between nature, supernature and religion were far from clear. In the 15th and 16th centuries, the Western and Neo-Western worlds were home to three major religions: Christianity, Islam and Judaism. All had their intellectual elites with their own convictions about the cosmos and man's place in it. There also existed a multifaceted paganism, which saw the world as populated with an array of spirit beings, beneficent and malign, who constantly intervened in the lives of humans. They all agreed that life had meaning. The scholars of these great religions might have continued to work within their own traditions were it not for a series of events in the century 1440 to 1540 that brought about the most far-reaching intellectual revolution in our history, a revolution that later ages came to call the Renaissance. Everyone in medieval society believed in magic, the ability to manipulate forces latent in nature. The ranks of those initiated into the cult with supernatural or mystical knowledge included the local wise woman, the herbalist, the apothecary, the alchemist, the astrologer and the necromancer. Church leaders were ardent in warning against the malign magic that no one doubted the reality of. But nobody doubted the reality of harnessing the forces of nature and supernature. Many clergy, for example, would cast horoscopes. There were no clear distinction between theological and philosophical understandings of the workings of the universe. If God had endowed certain herbs with medicinal properties to relieve human suffering, could he not have also arranged the motions of heavenly bodies to assist in the well-being of mankind? Neoplatonism rejected a clear-cut distinction between matter and spirit. So everything in the universe was sufficed by spiritual entities, all of which were interacted to control terrestrial life. The movements of the spheres and the activities of the Creator and his angelic cohorts in heaven. The branch of philosophy to which Neoplatonism belongs is called metaphysics. To understand the workings of the cosmos was to be in a position to manipulate it, in other words, to practice magic. Metaphysicians identified three categories of magic. Natural magic harnessed the forces present in Earth. This embraced herbalism, using the properties of plants to create medicines, but also nostrums capable of affecting personality. But also extended to reading the human body and the use of fire, air and water in changing the composition of natural substances. From the latter, the science of chemistry would grow, but it also embraced the concept of transmuting basic elements such as changing lead into gold. The second category was celestial magic, which concerned the studying of movements of heavenly bodies and their influence on human behaviour and destiny. The third branch was ceremonial magic, which involved conjuring spirits and beings to do one's bidding. A necromancer might consort with the dead to discover buried treasure or perform spells to harm his enemies. It can be seen now how all of these have their appeal to human beings trapped in a universe that they do not understand, and captive also to their own inner compulsions, ambition, greed, lust, or even simply the desire to be happy and healthy. Preachers and moralists were not slow to point out the dangers of dabbling in matters beyond what God allowed. So early in the Renaissance period, a popular legend began circulating around a certain George Faust, whose intellectual pride and insatiable curiosity drove him into the arms of the devil. At the end of the 16th century, Christopher Marlowe turned this story into a play, which is Dr. Faustus. He presented the central character as one who had mastered all branches of human knowledge and found them wanting until he inevitably discovered magic. Faustus makes a pact with Mephistopheles, a spirit sent by Satan to do a deal, unlimited power in exchange for Faustus's soul. The philosopher has a whale of a time until the day comes when the debt has to be paid. So there's a lot more important figures when it comes to Renaissance magic or scientists and magicians around the Renaissance era. The next video would be about John Dee. So if you're interested, let us know, comment down below, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let me know what other content you would enjoy me making. So there should be some other videos up soon, so thank you.